minutes.
Yurchick set it up where he might even be able to go Thoughtseize into Jace, or Duress into Jace if he gets it in the next two
And he
cards.
doesn't have a wedding ring.
I don't see that.
Todd has one on his other hand.
I don't have X-ray
You can
vision.
stand up and move over here.
I don't have X-ray vision. Sorry.
Alright, well, we
There it
also
is.
picked up a...
So a very tricky way to play this is maybe playing Hex Mage,
That's
so
what-
he can kill a Jace, extirpate it, and not get his own extirpated.
Except for you obviously don't walk into... You don't want to give him an opportunity to play his Jace and then bounce your... And he's not going to play a Jace into a Hex Mage. Plus, on top of this, like, if he's going to play a Jace to kill that Jace, it basically time locks him because he doesn't get the replay that bounced Dark Confidant, so it just keeps putting him up ahead.
So Adam setting up the Legend Rule scenario is actually best for Adam since
Yeah,
he
whoever
gets
plays
off
the Jace
advantage.
first.
Exactly.
It's more important. Swamp for Adam off Bob, and a Sunken Runes drawn naturally. Bob will get in there, chipping away at Todd's life total.
Thopter.
We have a Thopter.
Extirpate though, 2 extirpates in Todd's hand.
Standings are going up now for the PTQ, but I'll make the announcement that first place after 7 rounds of Swiss is Ben Stark. Number 2 is Chris Carolan.
We can't talk because they're announcing the PTQ top 8.
Number 4 is Bobby Oleksky. I tried. Number 5 is Robert Garza. Number 6 is Matthew Boccio. Number 7 is
the
Misha
Boccio.
So extirpate is going to hit,
Number
shoot
8
that hit.
is Corbin Gray.
Jace?
Yeah.
The cut is clean at 17 points.
Not hitting anything else ever.
Players in the top 8, you have 5 minutes
A compulsive. Is that a? That's a
before we get started.
Two
If you finish
extirpates.
9th through 24th, please come see me here at the front of the stage and I'll give you prizes.
I think those are Tulare West.
Yeah, the sun is creating some issues here. One of each of the 2 ones.
And 2 Tulare West.
PTQ players that made the top 8, please come up to the public event stage and bring us your deck.
Yeah,
and
extirpate
your
on
side.
Jace, get rid of all 3 of your Jaces.
You get me, I'll get you back.
It's 3rd game win.
Yeah, that was very interesting. He chose to cast it as a sorcery instead of just letting his opponent potentially draw a Jace. Yeah, casting it.
Maybe you want to see his hand before he did something else this turn.
Yeah, if it's going to affect any of Adam's main phase decisions, I could see doing that. But it looks like he's just passing anyways.
He's considering between Hex Mage here or something else. Another Bob.
Loading on the next turn.
That Academy could be key, because if he left explosives in, he could go tutor that up and be able to kill both Bobs if he plays 2 Bobs out.
He didn't already play land.
Yurchick hadn't played it yet.
Yeah.
He was wondering whether he could use it. I don't know why he did that. Maybe he's worried about purple?
So Thoughtseize for Todd.
Muddled. Now he's going presumably for explosives. Maybe a land.
Yeah, there it is.
You think you go ahead? We'll go ahead and sacrifice the Mox and get a 1/1 on board and start applying more pressure.
Maybe. Todd's
The life total seemed like pretty important here.
Todd's at 13.
What's at that?
That's gotta be like a 10 or 12.
13.
And your chick's at 16. Probably doesn't need the additional mana at this point.
I would not think so.
He's got a bunch of lands in hand also.
I have
Plus,
6.
you kind of want to have that second 1/1 on board with as much mana up as possible after he blows it for 2.
Actually, what Yurchick did achieve by playing at main phase was finding out if his opponent has extirpate in hand.
Wow.
Yeah. So he could choose to transmute if he doesn't have it, go for the sword combo, which Todd wouldn't be able to disrupt, or save it as a counter spell, which is way better if his opponent has extirpate in hand.
Yeah. And Todd didn't leave himself an opportunity to extirpate out the Jace, and guess who just drew another Jace?
Yeah, it is.
So hit him for 4 in the process, but that's pretty massive.
Jace. What do you think Jace is going to do? Which one of those many words of text is he going to use with one of those abilities?
Well,
why is the swamp not cut?
I think he wants to brainstorm.
Yeah, I think brainstorm is the correct one.
They said they tried to set us up.
and Jace will
Why would you play tap, dude?
I mean, that's dumb. Yeah.
potentially die.
Why would you
too.
play any lands in your deck?
I don't know
The
what
Fate
Fate
Seal.
Seal.
Floria West.
Dude, that's a spell. That can be a land.
Seems good against Jace.
Yeah, it's 4 Jades.
I guess try to keep your opponent off a Vampire Hexmage at this point.
Really good
He's
against
got one in
Dodge.
hand.
Yeah.
But don't they have like
So,
spellers and shit?
I'm not sure. I don't think. Oh yeah, we have a Thought Seize.
Grand free trial. It is time around. I declare
Hexmage
your
of his
turn.
own,
Proceed to 5
and
additional turns.
Adam passes the turn.
I think I would have brainstormed there.
Rip Hexmage.
Yeah, I think brainstorm would have been a little
Rip
better.
Hexmage.
2 cards.
Those are 2 Hexmage blowing up now.
He probably will, honestly.
So,
Change it last time.
It's also strange playing the Hexmage into
And
the explosives.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Also, Jace.
Oh, dead on board. Oh, familiar with. 5 minutes to have thanks. Didn't need that.
looks like Adam's going to make a 20-20. And maybe it looks like...
He's holding the repeal, yeah.
Oh, he's got the repeal, okay.
He's gonna make a 1/1.
Is it? Yeah, it's a repeal, right?
You'd be scooping if you didn't have it.
Yeah.
I think he just chuckled.
Yeah, that's why.
I forget to attack.
Repeal your 20-20, draw a card, a Chromox.
Doesn't have Hexmage. He could go Landmarks Bob.
And that's what he's going to do.
Yeah. His extra code's not doing anything. Might as well add a
I
black.
have 2 cards.
Muddle.
Good thing I had an extra black card here.
That's upstairs.
So he could muddle for Smother, keep Fate Sealing, or he could start to brainstorm.
We could just set up the best, like, Fate Seal and put the most expensive cards on top and make them die to Bob. That'd be aggro.
Dude, it doesn't nothing to that cost more than 3.
Aggro and Fate. Yeah.
What do you think the card on
Not
top
that one.
could be if he's tanking about it this long?
It's got to be a card like
Then he can extra
that's
Fate himself
kind of
and
good,
shove
but
it.
not
Semi-threat.
great. Like maybe
Might be Hexmage. Might be Hexmage. Yeah. I suppose he already knows he has a Hexmage, doesn't he? Or he, no, he doesn't. He doesn't
No.
have a Hexmage. That's right.
Just
He
a
was-
muddle which
yeah.
could get Hexmage.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that too. It's so hard to tell.
Your opponent has a Bob out. They're facing he's not going to do much unless they already kill Bob.
Yeah, I'd rather just bounce Bob here or something like that.
I'd rather brainstorm.
Yeah. Everyone seems better. He has a lot of abilities.
And we both can draw a card except for this one.
Yeah.
Already did.
I just did.
So Muddle make sure it's going to get transmuted for your chick.
I want to go eat.
I think he gets Dark Confidant.
Yeah, Gatekeeper Malker, that's really good.
Yeah.
That's sicko.
Oh, that one.
I don't know if that's sick.
Gatekeeper plus Jace.
Yeah,
Very
we
good.
got Jason
Oh, hi.
out.
Yeah, but like, the thing is that for a point, we're going to kill our base. We're going to have a gatekeeper, which is, oh, I guess nothing. Basically.
That Academy is going to be huge, I
We
think,
got
too.
good beats.
It's
Yeah.
going to shut out all of your chicks' Bobs from now on.
Your chick
I don't know if I remember to extravate something important in our roster.
Yeah, your chick has 2 Toledo West and 1 Academy run, so it's still...
It's not too bad, I guess.
So Gatekeeper tapped
Didn't leave that gatekeeper?
on top. The Fate Seal left the card on top, right?
It figures he has the token to sacrifice to the gatekeeper, so it's not a big deal. But
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.